record button.
And share your screen. Or you want to?
Are you going to introduce?
Okay, sorry. Yep. All right. Welcome, everybody. This Wednesday evening, I almost thought it was Thursday for a second with the holiday change, but my name's Kathleen, and I want to introduce our first presenter. Dr. Amy Stokes is a doctor of physical therapy working in outpatient orthopedics in Tampa, Florida. She's a Naval Academy graduate and former naval officer. She's an author, an entrepreneur, and she's been working in the health and fitness industry for 16 years and been with our company for, I'm going to say, about 10 years at least. So without further ado, Dr. Amy Stokes.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? I'm so excited to have you all here. We know you had a million things you could have been doing besides here with us, but we're glad that you're here to hear about this exciting opportunity that we have had the pleasure to be a part of. Now, just to give you a little info on me about why I decided to join this company that you're getting ready to learn about. 9 years to be exact, Kathleen. I was at a time in my career where I was really feeling the effects of burnout, which is pretty common in my profession. I was also facing a mountain of debt, and I was feeling like I needed more purpose, and I wanted to be able to help more than just the people that I saw in front of me in the clinic on a daily basis. So fast forward, I'm so glad I made the decision to join this company. I have much different work hours now. I am living a much more comfortable lifestyle financially, and I have had the pleasure to work with such incredible, heartfelt, and compassionate people in this company who all have a common purpose to really just make this world a better place. And I know that sounds cliche, but it is the truth. And I'm just excited now more than ever to have you guys hear what we are up to, because we really know the amazing things that we have our hands on tonight. So what are we going to be talking about? Health and wellness, which, if you didn't know, is the largest economic trend in world history. And that's not according to me, that's according to world economist Paul Zane Pilzer. Health and wellness is actually a $1 trillion industry and growing. And our company, LifeVantage, that you're about to hear about, is at the forefront and the pioneers of a sector within the health and wellness community that we like to call activation. And we're going to explain to you just exactly what that is and what the difference between that and supplementation is. Now, to start that, what I'd like to do first is to show you guys an ABC primetime investigative report that actually aired back in 2005 on this topic. Now, I know it's a little bit outdated, but it really does give some great background information on the science and the technology that we're talking about here. So while you're taking a look at this, I want you to keep two questions in mind. Number one, who needs to know this information? And number two, would you invest in this company after you hear about everything? So keep that in mind, and we'll talk about it on the back side. Let's see if I can share my screen here.
The following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life.
It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can we scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells. But as we get older, some of those toxic radicals overwhelm our enzymes and wreak their havoc. For a long time, scientists thought that antioxidant vitamins like C and E would lower it, but they don't.
As it's turned out in just the last 5 years or so, we see that they're not good enough tools. They're not powerful enough.
But this pill, he says, is powerful enough. In fact, many times more powerful.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us. Whether that will lead to longer life is still unknown. Experiments to see if mice live longer are about to get underway, but it's a tantalizing theory.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
Back to the oxidative stress levels of a child? It sounds too good to be true. Will Protandim work on me?
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
And so, ancient...
The following
I apologize if you guys heard my dog in the background. He's not even supposed to be a type of dog that barks, honestly. So I don't. That ABC report gets me excited every single time I see it, because I know what this is. But let me just ask you guys a question. Raise your hand if you had ever heard of oxidative stress before you saw that ABC report. And it's okay if you haven't, because I hadn't either when I saw that. And I work in healthcare. Now, I knew what free radicals were, but I hadn't heard that term expressed the way that they described it. So what I want to do is just kind of give you some background information on that and catch you up to speed. So what is oxidative stress? Well, let's do one thing. Everybody take a deep breath in and blow it out. Congratulations, you just gave yourselves oxidative stress. It's the same thing that happens if you cut an apple open and leave it on the counter for a couple of hours, right? It's going to turn brown. It's oxidizing. That apple is undergoing oxidative stress. The same thing happens in our bodies each and every single day. Free radicals are attacking our cells. They're causing them to mutate, become fibrotic and inflamed. And that breakdown is linked to every single system in our body. It's linked to hundreds and hundreds of diseases and conditions. Anything you can think of, from mental illness to arthritis to cancer. The underlying cause of that is oxidative stress from those free radicals. Now, where do those free radicals come from? Pretty much everything, right? Just breathing air is enough. The foods we eat, the water we drink, toxins that they put in everything, jet fuels and different kinds of emissions that are in our air, even our cell phones, okay? And a byproduct of exercise itself. While it has so many benefits that we already know about, the byproduct is oxidative stress. Some of that is part of the aging process, but because of all of these things listed here, our bodies are like one big house fire full of free radical damage. Now, people know about that, right? This is not a new thing. Dr. McCord had been studying this for decades before he finally found the ingredients in Protandim. But what do you see happening? What do you see the trend happening over the last decade or so? You see more juice bars going up, right? People are drinking their green teas and their smoothies and taking vitamin C and eating every kind of berry you can think of. But here's the thing. Those are considered direct antioxidants, and they're only neutralizing one free radical at a time. The issue is Dr. McCord says our bodies are being bombarded by 300 septillion free radicals every single day. That's a 3 with a whole lot of zeros after it, okay? So if your body's like one huge house fire full of this free radical damage, eating a bowl of blueberries is like putting a Dixie cup of water at a time to put out that fire. Most of these are supplements in form, right? Like your vitamin C tablets or something like that. That is not what Protandim NRF2 is. This is a new category of product called an activator, okay? Dr. McCord found the right 5 plant ingredients that activates a part of the cell called NRF2. It's like flipping a switch inside your body so that your body's defense mechanisms are activated and it can produce its own antioxidant enzymes, not at a rate of 1 to 1, but at a rate of 1 million to 1 per second, every second. So that's like putting the sprinkler system on in your house and a fire hose in every single room to put out that burning house. So here are the ingredients that make up Protandim: turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, and ashwagandha. Now, you may have heard of some or all of these before, and you might be able to go and buy them from the store, but that's not what's important here. What makes this so unique and what makes it work is Dr. McCord found the correct ratio of each one of these 5, that when you put them together, it creates what's called a synergy. And the effectiveness of the 5 combined is 1,800% more powerful than each individual ingredient. So he actually won a very important award for this discovery. We actually have research. Our first research study that was published on this allows us to make a legal claim as a company that taking Protandim NRF2 lowers oxidative stress an average of 40% in just 30 days. Now, I don't know if you were paying attention to that ABC report or not, but did you see that John Quinonez's blood, which was checked on national live TV at that time, showed that his oxidative stress levels had lowered by 45% in just 2 weeks. So he actually beat the results of our study, which was incredible, right? Like I said, Dr. McCord won this huge award for it, the same award that people like Henry Ford, Marie Curie have won in the past. So this was an extraordinary breakthrough to be the first activator, cellular activator of its kind. And that's kind of the beginning of the story with the technology. But what happened to the company itself? Well, if you got excited like I got excited, imagine how many other people saw that back then. They got $5 million in orders pretty much overnight. But this was not a business-minded group of people. These were a small group of scientists in a biotech lab in Denver, Colorado, who were geeking out over the fact that they just had this extraordinary scientific breakthrough. They were not thinking about business, but they did try. They tried to put it in retail and direct sales at the beginning. From 2005 to 2009, they couldn't get the sales over $3 million per year. Why? Because this is a category creating product. It is an activator. There weren't any other activators that, on the market at that time. They sat it on the shelves next to the antioxidants and the other supplements, but that's not what this is. You couldn't just put that ABC report on the bottle so people knew what it was. So like I said, they couldn't get the sales over 3 million per year for that 4-year period. But the best thing that happened was all the third-party validation that we got from this. Colleges, universities, institutions from around the world were banging down the door, asking Dr. McCord for samples of Protandim so that they could conduct their own privately funded third-party research, which is unheard of for any natural product. Usually it's the company itself that does all the research and puts out the information. But these other institutions wanted to do their own research. The American Heart Association, for example, did a study on Protandim and the effects of heart disease. And they actually were so impressed by the results, they put it in their Circulation magazine for the whole world of physicians to read. It's incredible information. This is not just small potatoes that we have here, folks. So actually, if you're aware, if you're not aware, the National Institutes of Health has a research database called PubMed.gov, PUBMED.gov. This is where the highest level of validated research is published. And if you go on there and you type in oxidative stress, you're going to see over 300,000 studies come up on oxidative stress. So like I said, this is a growing topic. People know about it. You can type in anything, oxidative stress, and pick the disease or condition of your choice, and you're going to see all those articles come up. But here's the cooler part. If you go on there and you type in Protandim, you're going to see 28 peer-reviewed studies on our flagship product, Protandim NRF2. That is unheard of for any other natural product out there. Okay. Washington State University put this quote out: NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. That's not anything to sneeze over, okay? So I'm just trying to emphasize how big this idea of activation is. So in that 4-year period, going back to our company story, when we couldn't get the sales over 3 million a year, they brought in another business consultant who took a look at all the research that was building up at that time, took a look at the ABC report, and took a look at how our sales were doing. And he said, you know what? This isn't going to work. We've got to move this into the hands of independent business owners who can share this information and educate people within their networks of friends and family. So they took everything off of the shelves and they switched the business platform to word of mouth marketing, which if you've ever done business before, you know that is the most powerful form of marketing out there. You go to a nice restaurant, you go and get your hair done at a new hair salon. Everything is exactly what you wanted it to be and what you asked for. What are you going to do? You're going to go and tell people, right? That is the power of third-party validation and word of mouth marketing. And the business platform that uses that most effectively is network marketing. So they switched the business platform in 2009 to network marketing. The first year of doing that, sales went up to $11 million. The second year, 39 million. Third year, $126 million. Right now, 2024, we are a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. Our ticker is LFVN. We are in 22 countries. We are a $250 million company now. And a lot of people still don't know about this yet. So we're kind of still a secret, but we're growing and we're looking for other entrepreneurs who understand what activation is and want to help us educate people on what we have our hands on. So I am going to stop sharing my screen here and see if I can switch hosts. And then I'd like to introduce Kathleen, since she just did such a great job introducing me. So she's coming to us from Panama City, Florida. She is also a doctor of physical therapy and private practice owner specializing in myofascial release therapy and pelvic floor dysfunction. She is a boy mom, a stepmom, a dog mom, and she's been in the health and fitness industry for almost 2 decades now. And she's one of the executive leaders in this company. And I'm proud to call her a friend and mentor. And she's going to talk to you guys about the 6 components that you want to assess when you're looking at a business opportunity.
Thank you so much, Amy. Fantastic review. I get excited every time I hear that. I was kind of taken back to the first time I saw that ABC News clip 11 years ago. And I'll share a little bit more about my story later, but quickly, let me share my screen. All right. Now I'm going to admit that when I was introduced to this 11 years ago, I wasn't even aware that these are really important things to consider when looking at this kind of opportunity. So I have learned and begun to really appreciate all of these things that we have. I'm going to do a quick review of the background of our company. We'll talk about trends. Those are important to consider when starting a business. The products, I will do a high level overview of that. Timing, compensation, and systems. All 6 of these things really matter to help you decide if this is something that you'd want to continue to explore. First of all, LifeVantage is a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. Why is that important? Well, everything is transparent. That's a big part of our company values, actually, is transparency. We've been invited multiple times to close the bell at NASDAQ on Wall Street just this past year, in fact, in 2023, last summer. And not only that, but we have a board of directors, significant board of directors, including someone named Erin Brockovich. Oh, sorry, I thought she had a picture here. She is a world-renowned consumer advocate. You might have recognized that name from a movie, but she is on our board of directors. And that is extremely validating to have someone like her on there with all these other experts who hold our corporate staff accountable. We're also a debt-free company. So again, transparency, we can invest in our company separate from being a part of this company as consultants. Our mission truly is that we make people better. And when we're making people better, we make the world a better place. Today, we are doing business in multiple countries. Here are a few of them. So we started here in the United States and grew. There has not been anything to really stop our company from growing globally. And so that's pretty exciting to be able to build a company internationally from your living room. I'll just name a few. Let's see, Japan, Mexico, Canada, Australia, Hong Kong, Thailand, Spain, Taiwan, Germany, Netherlands, Great Britain, North Ireland, Wales, Scotland, Italy, France, Ireland, Austria, Belgium, New Zealand, Dominican Republic. I like to say that because I know this could be a small screen for many of you. And some of these countries, we are just available to expand with products, and some of the countries we're able to expand the network of other consultants in our company. Trends are a big thing to consider when looking at a business opportunity. Let's talk about health and wellness. Now, I've been in the health and wellness industry. I think I was born into it, really. I started into my passion for fitness when I was 10 years old. And this is a slightly older graph, but you can see that the significant curve right here, the orange one at the top, where 35.6% of products sold in the network marketing space are in the wellness sector. I looked up an interesting statistic actually today showing that there is an 8.6 average annual growth in the health and wellness sector globally. And by 2027, it will be $8.5 trillion. 8.5 trillion, okay? That's massive. So we have that opportunity to participate in that growth that's going to happen with or without us. That is something that made me decide to get on board with this. It says, why not me? This is going to grow anyway. Another trend is anti-aging. I mean, do you know anybody that's looking to age faster? Probably not. People want to age slower. They want to look better. They want to feel younger. And we have products that support both of those things. Home-based business is also a massive trend. Not only for my generation, I'm 48, but for this generation that's in the workforce now that doesn't want to work on Saturdays and Sundays. They are looking for flexibility and a way to work from their phones. And it really, truly is a gig economy. Most people are not putting all their eggs in one basket with their income. They're looking for multiple ways to create income. Lower cost of doing business is also really important. A traditional business, and I know this from personal experience, can cost thousands and thousands of dollars, not only in investing in a location, a brick and mortar, but sales and marketing, a website, training, products. There's a much higher risk in traditional business, and this gives an opportunity for anybody without a cost cost restriction to participate in business ownership. The products also are really important. Now, all of our products are consumable. That means people take them month after month after month after month. There's nothing wrong with other businesses where you only sell one, the mug business, the coffee mug business, or the water bottle business, or water filters, or makeup. People don't necessarily need those products every single month. So you'd really have to be a good salesperson. What I love is being passionate about health and wellness. I'm passionate about what these products do for people because they're unique. This is activation, okay, a science that most people don't even know about yet. And when you're passionate about something, you'll never feel like you're selling it. And that's one thing I love about these products. I use all of them. My entire family, including my dogs, participate with these products. My children, my parents, everybody I love and care about know about these because that's how passionate I am about them. These are also first to market products. Now, if you think about Google or Starbucks or any kind of first Kleenex, okay, these were first to market brands that you don't even think of saying, I'm going to pick up a puff. I need a puff to blow my nose. No, you say I need a Kleenex, but it's not a Kleenex, it's a tissue. But we say Kleenex because it's first to market. Protandim is one of those brands that's first to market in activation. So we have a claim on that, and that's super exciting. Also, if you are into sports, the Banned Substance Control Group is an organization that approves product supplements for Olympic athletes, professional athletes. Our products are approved through that organization, so they're not off limits to that group of people. All right, all of our products are also scientifically based. We have research on all of these things. As Amy mentioned, 28 peer-reviewed papers and studies just on our foundational product. And that does not happen in the natural product world to have that level of validation. So it started with there, and then we've expanded upon that with supporting science on all of our products. And many of these things, including our outside activation approach, skincare, hair care, are demonstrative, meaning people can use these things and see them pretty fast, as well as our energy products, which you can feel right away. I really love that. So we have this balanced product base here. Now I'm going to go through all of our individual products in these specific categories. So just think here, optimizing health. What products do we have that are focused specifically on optimizing your health? The first product category I'm going to go into are our Protandim activators. We have 3 different ones. Protandim NRF2, as Amy highlighted, as well as the ABC News clip, is proven to lower oxidative stress an average of 40% in 30 days. We are the only company and product that can legally make that claim today, which is unreal to be able to say that. Even to the FDA, I can say that this product does that. Then we came out with another activator, Protandim NRF1. That activates our mitochondria for cellular energy and function. And then we have Protandim NAD, which increases your sirtuins. What are sirtuins? I didn't know what those things were either until learning more about this, but it's essentially the same thing that happens when we fast. Most people are familiar with fasting, and that has a response to activate your sirtuins. It's important for focus, mental clarity, energy, and mood. But that's not the only interesting thing about these products. When these products are taken together in what we call the tri-synergizer, it exponentially increased the effectiveness of each product. So instead of that 40%, it's even higher when we take these 3 together. And what I have found, and people will say that when you take these 3, there does seem to be a more demonstrative impact in how we feel, because you're not always going to feel your oxidative stress level go up and down it by itself. Some people do. It just depends. I know I was a healthy individual when I started taking Protandim. I didn't expect to feel anything. I took it more of a preventative tool in my toolbox. But when taken all together, this is what the science shows here, all through activation of our gene expression. We also have some nutrients. This is not an activation product right here. Excuse me just a minute. But these are timed nutrients. Most people are taking some kind of multivitamin. They take it whether they need it or not. Often these are products that get passed through the urine because it's more than what we actually need. So we have a morning nutrient, Rise AM, to support the energy and function that your cells need at that time of the day. And then we also have what's called Reset PM, which helps your body start to calm down and relax in the evening, supporting your body with the nutrients that are relevant at that time of day. I love these products. Oops. There we go. We have an omega. Interesting enough, I'm very big into CrossFit, and I recently found out that the CrossFit organization, the only supplement that they endorse are omegas. So this omega, or omega-3, 7, including D3, pristine product. These are, there's no fish taste, no fish burps. This oil is bottled within 8 hours, which is why it's so fresh. You can trace the product to the boat the fish was caught on. Again, reflective of our transparency in the company. We have products for our gut health, a prebiotic drink, a probiotic, and a daily wellness immune support drink, which has gut supporting ingredients in them. And I'm just going to say something. The prebiotic drink is also part of what used to be a weight management line. And the reason is because it does give you a sense of satiety when you drink it. It helps support the probiotic. So it's like fertilizer for the probiotic, and it helps with bowel regularity. So 3 great things about that. And it's super tasty. It's the very first thing I drink in the morning. And it actually helps offset my appetite, so I don't feel like I need to eat right away. Then the probiotic, the unique thing about our probiotic is that it's encapsulated in a way that is time released through our system. If you today go out and buy a probiotic on the shelf at CVS, most of the bacteria in that will die off in your stomach acid. So you're paying money for something that doesn't give you the best effectiveness. And this probiotic does. Then we have a daily wellness immune support drink. This is a lemon ginger flavor. There's a wild berry flavor. And not only does it have your basic ingredients for immune support, but it has something called fermented yeast in it, which is scientifically studied to support immune function. So I love taking all three of these products. I prefer my daily wellness at night. That's my nighttime drink. I heat it up for a nice tea. We have Icy Bright. The vision market is massive. Now, you might think that it's only massive for people over 50 who are losing some of their, their reading sight, or they're dealing with eye issues. But the effect of blue lights and screens on our children and on us, you're looking at it right now. This is causing oxidative stress in your eyes, and this product helps reduce that oxidative stress in your eye for improved just eye health overall. Then we have Pet Tandem. Pet Tandem is the only Nerf2 activator on the market for dogs today. I know that some people will pay for their dogs. They'll send their dog to the doctor before they take themselves to the doctor. You know, they are our children. And this is it's like a treat. It's Protandim basically in a chewable tablet. So they love it. It helps reduce oxidative stress in our dogs. They're dealing with the same issues that we do, including joint stiffness, joint pain, allergies, things like that. And not to say that this product cures, treats, or mitigates disease. It's just we're taking the stress off the cells so the body can do what it's supposed to do. Let's help our furry babies. All right, another solution category we have here is achieving more. I just call this the performance market. And I love this because I'm a performance person, having been in fitness my whole life. I'm kind of a fitness junkie, and I love these products for that, for myself, but I also love them for what they do to my brain. So we have Axio, which is an executive functioning brain food, essentially. You've got your B vitamins, your magnesium, you've got quercetin, pine bark, DMAE, L-theanine. These are all things for brain health and activation. We have a decaf version. I love that red raspberry. We have a couple flavors in that, plus a summer flavor, peach nectarine. And then we have a caffeinated flavor, which I prefer to have in the morning, but right before my workout. So I have a little bit more energy. And then lastly, we do have a citrus-based fat burn metabolic enhancer. This is actually a product that in the month of May, one can get for free with a qualifying customer order or coming in as a consultant. But this product is proven through a scientific study that you can find on the website to burn an additional 180 calories per day, in addition to everything you're doing. That's pretty exciting that we can say that and back it up with the science. Here's our third category, looking radiant. I'll just say looking radiant, looking youthful, but there's a lot of other benefits here. First of all, we have our liquid activating collagen. This is a very unique collagen. You probably see collagen anywhere and everywhere, including Costco, Sam's Club, CVS, anywhere. And it's typically in a powder or pill form. And it's usually just 2 forms or 2 proteins of collagen available. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what makes this collagen unique. And secondly, when combined with this Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, it has an additional synergistic effect similar to some of our other products. All right, so here are the benefits of LifeVantage True Science Liquid Collagen. Not only does it have benefits for your skin, your hair, your nails, things that most people think about when they take collagen, but this is also your joints, your gut, your brain. Pretty much everything internally is affected by collagen. In fact, collagen makes up about 30% of your connective tissue, and your connective tissue is anything and everything that makes up your body. And we start to lose that about 1% every year after the age of 20 and about 2% every year after menopause. Sorry guys, but you know, that's specifically for women. We start to lose it even faster. So, you know, you can see the study here, increasing collagen density by 42%. This is just with the collagen alone. How does it work? 3 things. Just think of ARM, okay? Activates, replenishes, and maintains with different ingredients. I don't need to go into all of these, but I do want to point out the collagen peptides are marine-based, fish-based, 10 different kinds of peptides. So there's all different benefits for having these 10 types versus just the 2 that you'll find in a typical collagen over the counter. And it also nutrigenomically, by impacting or, you know, connecting with our genes here slows down the breakdown of your collagen. So that's really exciting. It activates, it replenishes, supplements, and maintains all three. No other collagen on the market does that. And here is just, again, I mentioned before, all the different benefits go beyond having great skin. This is just a snapshot, a picture of that collagen density. Give you a second to look at that. And what's not in it, there's no added sugar, no artificial sweeteners, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free. That's wonderful. People are looking for clean products. 90% plus absorption rate, as I mentioned, compared to powder, which is 10 to 30% absorption. The results, let's take a look. Before and afters using collagen. I will say that a lot of these people are also activating in addition to taking collagen, but these are just before and after, specifically after including collagen in their toolbox. You can just see there's just more brilliance in the skin. There's more buoyancy. You can see the neck right here. It's just like built up a little bit more. I don't even need to offer much description to this. You can see it. Picture speaks 1,000 words. This over here on the right is a doctor in our company who saw a huge difference in the quality of the skin and her legs, where that skin was very crepey and loose because of aging. This is 5 months using liquid collagen. Now, what is the significance of the two together? There is a study that shows by taking these two together, the impact was even greater. Just like the Tri-Synergizer had an exponential impact on the effectiveness of those products, the same thing happens when you take these two together. And I don't know if you can see behind me right now, but this is why I have these two products in my practice today, because I know that when we can reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, but also help build up that connective tissue again and to strengthen that connective tissue, it can have such an impact on somebody's experience in getting better. I'll just say that. All right, we have a hair care system which activates from the outside. Again, very, very clean products, and a scalp serum which helps nourish the scalp to improve the appearance of hair growth. I'm not allowed to say this actually regrows hair. All I can say is that it nourishes your scalp enough that those follicles start working. You know, it's like the garden is more nourished, and therefore your hair can grow healthier. And these are some pictures, additional before and afters after adding the hair care system. Then we have the activating skincare line. Now, Amy mentioned the LSU skin cancer study. That is where our skincare line came from. It was inspired from that study. So today we have a cleanser, a True Renew. The red bottle right here is like a plant-based retinol, which targets 11 signs of aging. We have a True Lift, which is an eye serum, goes all the way around the eye and the eyelid, that gets heavy as we age. That skin is very thin and fragile. And then True Hydrate. I can say this is actually an upgraded skincare line somewhat recently. The True Hydrate is so hydrating to my skin. You can see this literally in 15 minutes of using this entire system as directed. You will see your skin look different. It's going to glow more. It's just going to feel more, it's going to look more hydrated. And then we have, here's some before and afters. The 15-minute challenges that people did. You can see, especially here on the right with that close-up, just those fine lines. Amazing. Dark circles. Do you know anyone that struggles with dark circles and puffiness under their eyes? This would be amazing. Again, an activating skincare line. And here, I just wanted to show, this was a clinical study of the True Renew showing, this is a 3-week study showing the changes in the skin tone over those 3 weeks. The glow, the radiance of the skin, you can see these marionette lines here on the right. We have a brand new skincare, which summer is here, right? I'm down here in Florida. We cannot go outside with some kind of protection, But I can tell you, I don't like putting smelly sunscreen on every single day just to go outside. It's you smell like the beach and then you got to take a shower. And if it's stuff that you put on your face, it's either too greasy or it's white and it's hard to rub in. I love this so much. I think it's my favorite new product is True Protect. It is zinc oxide with ginger root, jojoba oil, shea butter. And so it's super clean, but it goes on clear. How many of you would like to have a face stick sunscreen or something for your area, like your hands, don't forget your hands, that isn't all white and sticky? This is it. It's so amazing. And then we also have a hand cream, an activating hand cream with the same benefits of Nerve 2 activation just on the skin. I think I've gone through our entire product line, and I hope now I want to go buy all of this all over again, although I have most of it in my cabinet. It just gets me excited to go shopping. It's a beautiful product line. Optimize health, achieve more, and look radiant. So moving on, just do a quick time check here. Timing is everything in business. And I will say, even though I've been here for 11 years, I have met maybe 5 people in my entire time here who have heard of LifeVantage before. Some people are starting to recognize the term oxidative stress, but it's still a new word for most people. So to me, I mean, I still see this as a massive opportunity to pioneer this wherever you are. You could go into your networks right now, and I promise you most people don't even know about this. And we have such a high percentage of customers in our organization that we are in a place where we are still looking for those people who are going to take this company to $1 billion. Right now, we're about $250 million, but we are looking for people that want to use these products and open their mouth. That's the exciting thing here if you have a business mindset. And I'm going to just touch on our compensation plan, and just know you're thinking, oh my gosh, how could I remember all this? You don't need to. Just know we get paid so many different ways. There's not really a way to not make money unless you didn't do the business. It's really beautiful. So there's a share phase, build and grow, and lead. And there's 3 ways we make money in a linear fashion and 3 ways that we make money in a more leveraged fashion. And most people don't earn leveraged income unless they, have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock market, or you're a movie star, or you've written a book that was on the New York Times bestseller list. Okay, most people, or you're an actor and you continue to get royalties, but we have that opportunity here in the health and wellness sector. Activation. Customer sales profit. We earn a check every single week for every customer that comes in, and whether they order subscription or retail, you're going to earn the difference between what they pay and what you pay as a consultant. So we have consultant pricing, we have subscription customer pricing, and retail pricing, and you earn the difference. Not just the first time, but every single month people are using these products. That if you're reducing your oxidative stress and looking younger and optimizing your health and taking care of your dog, people use these products month after month after month. So you're going to continue to get paid month after month after month, long after they initially enroll. As you grow that customer base, there are additional bonuses, 5 to 20% additional bonus. So the total profit that you'd be looking at for just customers is somewhere between 30 and 40% if you become a diamond seller in our company. And some people, if you just are interested in sharing products and growing a customer base, but not really expanding with the team, there's a lot of income available here. There's also the third way to get that linear income is to grow fast. So in your first 3 full calendar months, you can earn $50 bonuses based on how fast you decide to grow. You will come in the company with a few fun coupons that you can use for your first few customers and for your first few consultants. As you decide to grow, if you decide to take it the next level, you're going to earn somewhere between 3 and 10%, well, let's say 5 and 10% of the volume of all of your consultants and their customers. Okay, you can see this gradual increase in percentage that you earn off of your consultants. In addition, if you grow your business to managing consultant or an executive rank, you're going to earn a leadership match, which is you're going to earn a match on all the leaders in your organization, in addition to all these other ways you make money. And then lastly, we have something called a leadership pool, where the company takes 4% of global commissionable sales, they put it in a pot, and they distribute it, share it among all the executive leaders. That creates a very collaborative environment. So if you're looking for a business opportunity where not everyone's fighting, to get to the top and leaving people out, that's not the way our company works, because the larger LifeVantage grows, the more money we all make, then we're all more successful. So that newest person that comes in, there's a lot of motivation to reach down and help those people get their first paycheck as well. And then we also have other programs where you can earn a free, not a free Jeep, but you can earn a Jeep or $25,000 cash. There's multiple all-inclusive incentive trips involved. In fact, our next one coming up is a trip to South Africa. It is a trip of a lifetime. So we're in process of that. I have traveled more since being in this company than I ever have in my whole life, and definitely on trips that I probably wouldn't have budgeted for. So it really is incredible. You can bring your family and everything. So I'm going to bring everyone's attention here briefly to our income disclosure statement. Because we're a publicly traded company, everything is transparent, including the average income of every single consultant in our company. So starting with the very first level, distributor consultant to Pro 2, we have like 15 different ranks. Within this, you can see, you can start with even just a few $100s a month. And I admit, when I was introduced to this and I didn't quite understand or have an appreciation for the vision, for the enormity and the possibility of what could happen for my family, I thought, a few $100s a month would be worth it, because for me, that meant that I'd have the flexibility to be home more with my kids, who were only 2.5 and 5 months at the time. And I wanted to spend more of my time there and not as much time on my private practice. And I have been self-employed since 2007. In that state, you take time off, you don't get paid. That's linear income. And I just figured, as long as it was flexible for me, there was no way I was going to not share that ABC Primetime News clip. I didn't have to be an expert in nutrigenomics to do that. And I hope you're feeling the same way. If you were looking for more income like that, which that's where I ended up within 6 months, in the $1,200 to $1,500 range. And that was enough to help me offset some early education opportunities I had for my son. Again, I would have had to treat a lot more patients and earn linear income to do that. But I just opened my mouth and started, sharing this information in a systematic way. That's where it went. And now, as Amy said, I got to the elite ranks of the company in 4 years. That created a 6-figure income for me and my family, which surpassed what I would have been able to do just treating patients part-time. There is a very simple system. One thing that, people might deter themselves from starting a traditional business is not knowing anything, having to create the wheel. But we don't need to recreate anything. This company has all of the tools that we need. We have a basic system of inviting, using tools, and working in a team just like we are now. And it's a proven system that we teach all of our new consultants coming in. So getting started. You're falling into one of 3 categories. The first category would be, I want to do some research. This is all very interesting. Just know that Google is full of misinformation. It's a lot of great information sometimes, but not always great information. And we want to lead you to the facts. So scholar.google.com, if you want to do research, you can go there. PubMed.gov, you can type in Protandim or anything you're looking for. We have private Facebook groups where you can read people's personal stories. And we also have the LifeVantage website, which has FAQs for every one of our products and all the information about our company. So if you're in category 1, just let the person know who invited you that that's where you are. And make sure you jump into one of our education groups. The category 2 is you're interested in becoming a customer. So you can pick a stack, any of these products you're curious about. We do have a great rewards program when you get set up, where every time you accumulate 200 in orders over time, you start earning discounts that you can use towards your subsequent orders. And you get a save 10% on your products. And you also get a free product on the 1-year anniversary of when you get started. You can also pick a pack as a consultant. Category 3, there's lots of different packs to choose from, however you wanted to get started. There is the business pack, which is our largest pack with the biggest savings on all these products one time. It's a one-time investment to buy your business. It's $9.99. So for literally under $1,000, you can start a business that you can make an unlimited amount of money if you want. You get most of the products to experience yourself. You get your website, you get some free registration tickets to our company conferences. And then there's some other smaller packages here. Then you'll pick a stack. Whatever you choose to use for yourself, you'll be buying from your own store instead of somebody else's store, instead of CVS and going to get shampoo there, or instead of the supplement store to go get your multivitamins. You're going to start ordering from your own store. Isn't that beautiful, just to buy from your own store? So you pick a stack, you pick a pack, you pick a stack. And so with that, I just want to thank you so much. I'm going to turn it back over to Amy to close it up, just to say goodbye. And I appreciate you guys coming on here tonight. Absolutely. I'm super excited. And wherever you're at, just get back with the person that invited you to this overview, and we can answer more questions for you or go into more detail about anything that you found interesting tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kathleen Kangas. Appreciate that. Thank you all for joining us. And I hope that we will be hearing from you all very, very soon. Have a great, blessed night. Bye-bye.